everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play MegaMan BattleNetwork 1. In the last episode, we got introduced to our main character, Len and MegaMan. And in this episode, well, actually between episodes, we did a fuckload of grinding, so that way we get some more health. And in this episode, we might be following up on a certain shady-looking home repair dude.
The grinding is a lot easier in later games because the starting area does not just give you like 30 zenny for beating something. You get like a good 100.
Yeah, it's not much of an upgrade, but it's enough. Then it actually helps out a little bit because we got plenty of really useful battle chips.
Yeah. And Shockwave. We're gonna. Damn it, me! Show Shockwave.
I think you were trying to show off Program Advance, and you got it wrong.
No, it's like I know for a fact that the shotguns.
Oh yay! We also got the Charge Buster now. Yay!
No, it's like we already had it, but
You
fuck me.
You forgot to show it off.
Yeah, but fuck me. Does it take forever? So I usually forget about it. Also, ignore the glowing skull door. We can't do anything about that.
Does it charge faster?
Whoa! What the? Did you see that?
Yeah, I don't know what happens. I think some weird. I'm not. If there was this weird flashing in the video, ladies and gentlemen. If that doesn't happen on YouTube, then then whatever. But if it does happen on YouTube, then it might be a weird rendering error that I don't know how to fix. If it doesn't happen on YouTube, then I think it might just be the PS3 freaking out that we're playing a Nintendo game on it.
Where the fuck is Glide?
You're not in the right area.
No, the Glide was over there.
You didn't even hear my joke, did you?
What?
If it doesn't happen on YouTube, then it might just be the PS3 freaking out that we're playing a Nintendo game on it.
Yeah.
Like, get this away from me.
I remember when we tried to Let's Play Fire Red via emulator, and so we had to postpone it with the PS3. The reason why we don't have any music was that the PS3 was pissed off with the fact that you were showing a Nintendo game on there.
Well, actually, I figured out what was wrong. That was back in the days where I used Windows Movie Maker to edit shit, and for some reason, a Windows Movie Maker file is not counted as a video and sound file when playing it on a PS3. The computer will recognize that it has sound.
And that is Dash, one of my favorite battle chips to use.
A computer will recognize that it has sound, and YouTube will recognize that it has sound.
Okay,
but for some reason, the PS3 won't recognize that it has sound. If we later on when we do Pokemon games, we are using a different editing software this time, so it won't have that issue.
I'm thinking about wanting to get rid of shotgun or cross gun. Got rid of shotgun.
Steven would have kept shotgun because shotgun.
No, you keep cannons.
He really loves shotguns for some reason.
Something's wrong with Mom.
Oh shit.
You know, we had the repairman here to avoid this.
Fuck.
Fuck. I say this is a scam. A scam, I say.
Or maybe the sinister-looking smug had something to do with this. Maybe.
And for some reason, Len decides to stand next to the fire, possibly burning his hand, jacking in MegaMan.
He doesn't even need to be.
And look at this, the area is different. Time for a dungeon.
Well, according to the anime, he needs to be physically there in order to jack in because for some reason they haven't. Even though the internet has taken over the world, in order to jack in NetNavis, you still need a cord.
Well, yeah.
Or at least at the BattleNetwork 1 point of the anime.
The BattleNetwork. The first season of the anime is hello, Mr. Virus. You're gonna die.
Time to die. By the way, you might be able to figure out what NetNavi we're fighting as a boss of this area just by looking at the theme of the place, because they do that shit a lot.
I'm on fire! But, what was I gonna say? Alright, the BattleNetwork anime is called MegaMan NT Warrior. When it's just NT Warrior, you have the BattleNetwork 3 PET, which still has a wired jack in. But in NT Warrior Access, they have the BattleNetwork 4 PET, which has wireless jack in.
Why did it take so long for them to change the jack in animation? It's like we're in a world governed by the internet. You would think that we would have wireless for pretty much everything.
You would think so, but nope. In fact, if you look at and watch the anime, Land's the one who created the world's first wireless jack.
Damn it, world, you'd think we'd be faster than a 10-year-old. A pretty dumb 10-year-old at that, actually.
Land's pretty dumb, but when it comes to machines, he's actually pretty good. Due to the fact that his dad is one of the best scientists in the country.
Yeah, that kind of helps. And it also helps that he has one of the most advanced net navies ever. Basically.
Yeah.
Because everyone else's because there are very few net navies that aren't very one note. Like I would say the most advanced net navies are MegaMan, Protoman, and a certain...
Spoiler: Protoman's here.
Well, what did you my feelings on that are, what did you expect? But there's another.
Oh, we got a phone call.
There's another net navi that I'm not gonna spoil who it is because.
Haha, look who it is. Goddamn, you were right.
But and the third most advanced net navi ever is a net navi that I'm not gonna mention because that would be a massive spoiler.
I'll just give you a hint. He doesn't have a human partner. That's it.
Yeah, he's technically rogue. Oh, and by the way, asshole.
When you find out the reason why he did this, you kind of gotta wonder what the hell was he looking for inside our oven? Because he's actually sent in his navi to find something. And...
By the way, Land always uses roller skates. I don't know why, but whatever. And it seems like it wouldn't really do much if you were on carpet like you are now.
You're going to use a water gun to put out the fire on an oven.
Even though there's a perfectly good pot of water right there.
Exactly. Get the water gun to your mom so that way she wouldn't stop flipping out and start putting out the rest of the fires. That's what I would do.
I would have just put out the rest of the fires while I was there.
Well, Land has to be there to keep a hand in his backpack to throw a battle chip into MegaMan. So.
True. Yeah, that's.
Ooh, look at all those cross guns.
Yeah, that's a kind of one thing about the BattleNetwork series that I never got is that, and the human partner has to be the one to put battle chips into the PET or
PET.
I'm just gonna call it a PDA because that's what I know it as. The human partner has to be there in order to put them into their PDA. And I never got that because it seems like after a while you would just be able to create digital versions of every single damn chip you get, and just have MegaMan be able to use them on command. But whatever.
I don't get it either. Why am I just standing there looking at this?
I think you were explaining the gimmick of this place, which we should probably do now.
Okay, the gimmick of this place is it's on fire. So what you have to do is that you have to collect this program to put out some cyber fires, but you can only do it a certain amount of times before the fire resets, and you'll have to go refuel.
Which sucks.
Yep. I think I'm just planning out my path at this point.
Maybe. It's the first dungeon, so it's not incredibly confusing. I think someone just came home, so I'm going to shut the door.
That spreader, it hits everything in nine squares.
So it's the wide beam.
Pretty much. But it has to hit something, otherwise it doesn't do shit. It has to hit something, and then the explosion hits everything in 9 squares.
Okay. And by the way, the number next to the data chip shows how much damage it'll do.
Mm-hmm. We should have probably mentioned that beforehand.
Well, I just decided to tell people now because I would have figured it was fairly fucking obvious. Why are you not grabbing the purple thing?
Alright, it's locked.
Yeah.
We need something called an unlocker to do it. Oh, and hello, Fire Tower. I don't know if that's the name for this thing, but it gives you a chip called Fire Tower, so I'm calling it a Fire Tower.
You could You can just call it by the name of the chip it gives you for all I care.
Except unless it's like a Met tool or something, in that case it's always going to be a Met tool.
Yeah, even though they're not technically called Met tools in this game, we don't care, they're Met tools. They look like Met tools, they act like Met tools, they're Met tools.
Although I don't remember, in the classic X series, the Met tools just have pea shooters, not fucking pickaxes that cause earthquakes.
True. Well, some Met tools are piloting giant Met tools. I don't know why, but they are.
Creating a restore point.
It's basically the same as saving because, yeah.
Oh god damn it!
Don't you hate it? Don't you just hate it when this shit happens, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm one step away from the boss, and you have to throw me a random ass encounter. The good news is that your health restores between every battle.
Doesn't keep that, so
Don't get used to it.
Love it when you can.
Yeah, don't get used to it. Actually, I just now remembered that it's technically the same way in Final Fantasy 13. Your health restores between battles in 13.1 and 2, but in 13.3, nope. You gotta deal with that shit. You know, and
Just commentating over random battles that somebody forgot to cut out is pretty boring.
And just to kind of stay on the topic of Final Fantasy for just a little bit, I just have to mention I'm glad that Final Fantasy is the only video game series I know of that does this stupid number.
I was literally one step away from triggering the boss fight.
I'm glad that Final Fantasy is the only series I know of that does the stupid Roman numeral number and then 2 or 3 or whatever after that to signify a sequel. It's like, really?
Okay, and here's our boss, Fireman.
It's like, yes, I understand that in a game series where sequels have absolutely nothing to do with each other, usually, at least when you're increasing the Roman numeral, you could have at least just used a subtitle or something rather than making an incredibly stupid-looking title.
Also, I love Fireman in the anime because he wants to be the one, the net navvy who beats MegaMan. In fact, there was one time when Fireman was near to complete deletion, and he just looked at MegaMan and said, "MegaMan, don't you lose. If anybody's going to defeat you, it's going to be me." Also, my first time playing this game, I completely destroyed him. Gotta beat him in like 10 seconds.
I don't quite think you're going to be able to do that here, unfortunately.
I can't, because the only reason I did that for my first playthrough was because I ended up getting a lot of swords.
Ah.
So I just baited him in front of me and then went boom, 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 boom.
Fuck.
I missed. Okay.
I think he remembers the time you went boom, 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 boom on him.
I walked right into the firearm like an idiot. Okay, his attacks are Firearm and Fire Tower. Later games he has an attack called Firelock. I don't know if that's real name, but I like to call it Firelock. You actually get to fight an upgraded version of Fireman in BattleNetwork 2, and you get to refight him again in one of the versions of BattleNetwork 4.
BattleNetwork 3 was the first one to do the Pokemon version thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just wondering when we would have to get to that. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, there's one piece of lore about this game that we haven't told you yet. Whenever a net navvy gets defeated, I said.
Oh, that's Firelock.
I said defeated for a reason. They might end up being deleted depending on whether or not they're a good guy or a bad guy and which side they're on. Obviously, if you're
the situation that they're in.
Yeah, obviously, if it's a good guy fighting a good guy, then it'll just be defeated and, you know, that'll be the end of it. But if it's a good guy fighting a bad guy, then the net navvy goes bye-bye. And for those of you...
Or it just depends on if the bad guy has honor or not, or if the good guy has honor or not.
Yeah. And the reason why... And in case you're wondering why we can't just create the net navvy again, well, I don't know, you explain that.
Some net navvies are completely customized. It's like trying to repaint. It's like trying to repaint a masterpiece painting.
It's
just
not exactly
it's-
easy to do.
It's not the same.
So in cases like maybe Gutsman or Fireman, you can do it. It's not because they're not super customized compared to the regular one, but something like Mega Man is gone for good.
Well, actually, turns out that in the anime, Mega Man actually got deleted by saving a. He was in the final battle in a tournament against Proto Man, and it was a epic clash. But Mega Man kind of fell down a second before Proto Man did, so Proto Man technically won. And when Proto Man got himself up and then got Mega Man, totaled up Mega Man. Mega Man saw this flash out in the distance and a beam was coming towards him. He pushed Proto Man out of the way. His body got pierced by a laser.
Ouch. Well, I'm just saying, in terms of the game series, something like Mega Man is gone for good, so don't die. Otherwise, that will be a game over.
Exactly.
And you'll be sent to the last place you saved. So, save often. Or restore point often if you're playing the Virtual Console.
Yep. Abuse it. Abuse it.
Restore points are save states, ladies and gentlemen. They are useful, so don't ignore them. Ever.
Especially if you're in a Mega Man game, because if you're ever playing a Mega
Actually,
Man game,
that-
you know
actually,
they can
that's
get
a good-
hard fast.
Actually, that's a good question. Can you restore point in the Wii Virtual Console
No.
games that you can play?
Uh-uh.
No, I mean like when you play one of the Virtual Console games that is on. When you play one of the Wii U Virtual Console games that just happens to be a Wii game like Galaxy 1 or 2, can you create a restore point?
I don't think so.
I really hope you can, because if you can, then Trauma Team is going to become incredibly easy.
I will not allow you to do that.
Oh, fine.
It's an Atlas game, which means you'll have to suffer through it.
Fine.
Unless it's an easy mode. It may be Atlas hard, but still, that doesn't mean you should take the pussy way out.
Well, you're going to take the pussy way up for fucking Shin Megami Tensei 4.
Oh, you're playing Shin Megami Tensei 4. We agreed with this, remember?
I know, but you're going to be the one to die all the damn time, so I don't look like a complete idiot.
No.
Fine. God damn it. I was hoping to weasel my way out of dying 5 times in the first area.
2.
Oh, that was bad, Lan.
Yeah.
God damn it, Lan. I think either the video ended or we're still making fun of that incredibly bad pun. Okay, we were just making fun of that bad pun.
Yeah. Where I was like, holy shit, it froze. Oh. Also, your bed is a restore point as a save point at the very end. Oh, what? I
think you were checking something.
Okay. Also, you can have a rematch with Fireman in the internet, in a specific part of the area where we were finding that Mr. Program. There's a set spot. If you step in that one spot, you'll have a rematch with Fireman. And if you defeat him, you get his Navi chip, which is basically you summon the data of Fireman to do a powerful attack.
AC/DC Elementary. They must play a lot of rock music there.
Yeah. And the anime is just called Dintech City.
The anime is called Dintech City?
It's like in the anime, the city is called Dintech City instead of AC/DC Town.
No, they called it Dintech City here. The school is called AC/DC Elementary. The town is called Dintix. I saw that.
Okay. But it's like in later games, it's like they kind of forget that. It's like, okay, this is AC/DC Town, but what happened to Dintech? And then it's 4, it's back to Dintech City, and then in 5 and 6, it's still AC/DC Town.
Yeah. And today, Lan is late. Fuck.
Check your mail. Hold on. Student crime. Are you late again?
Yay for text. Yay for chat speak. Actually, I'm not.
Is that the greenhouse?
I guess. I'm not so happy about chat speak being in this game because chat speak is stupid.
Oh, you're gonna love Bomb Man then.
Why can't you just take the time to write out the goddamn words?
What am I doing? I was like,
I don't know.
The fuck?
Maybe you were showing off Lan's incredibly stupid looking forward face.
Maybe. Gotta sneak it in the back. The fact is that why would you sneak into the back when
your desk is right fucking there?
It's in the front. Sneak time. Dex would probably just hit Lamb on the side, right when Lamb's just like crawling by, and Dex would just go bonk. I can see that happening. Can't you?
I don't trust this man either. Never been one for
Glasses and
big hair. Although I trust this guy a bit more than the other guy.
He's just a battle chip collector.
Yeah, I still don't trust him. I'm a very untrusting motherfucker, so don't take my word. So take my words with a grain of salt.
I'm gonna say this right now. You don't trust this guy in this game, but you kind of love him in later games because he ends up opening up a chip shop.
Also, the girl that just talked right now was Roll's head off.
The pink hair chick.
Yeah, the one right next to MegaMan. Or Lan.
You can see her head right there.
Yep.
Ding. Just can you like edit in an arrow when it said ding so that way it doesn't look like I'm an absolute idiot.
Yeah. I love Lan's thing here. I didn't think teachers had hobbies.
That's probably what you were probably having a similar discussion about this. But they just say everybody's got to have a hobby. Well, yeah, true. For Lance, net paddling it 24/7.
Yep.
You gotta clean up your room, man.
Well, I just smacked my I just smacked a pair of pants against a bag of chips that's empty.
You have like 4 bags of chips that are empty. So why is it still here?
I am a lazy fuck.
Yeah, I haven't noticed.
You haven't noticed?
Do you not hear the sarcasm? Yeah, like.
Well, it sounded very much like your normal voice, so.
She's talking about Program Advance.
Which in this game is incredibly hard to pull off. Because of the stupid, massive amount of letters that chips can possibly have. It would have been even dumber if they did what they did with Unknown and made it so you can also potentially have punctuation marks. It's like,
Jesus.
oh god damn it.
Yeah. Unknown really did end up sucking a lot.
The only reason why I catch any amount of Unknown is to get a Hippopotas in Gen 4.
See, that guy was reciting the chip codes, and guess what? It's the entire fucking alphabet!
In later games, they reduce it a lot. Thank God. Just running around talking to random ass people for some reason.
We have to.
No, I thought we just had to leave. Or try to leave, considering what's going to happen at the end of this episode. Because I remember this shit.
Oh, look at this. They used to write on the blackboards with this chalk stuff.
And now you feel old.
Then you had to wipe it with a big eraser. Yucky. Now you just check your PAT and the Navi erase it. See, you had to talk to everybody so that way the next period starts.
Yeah. Well, in the old days we used chalk and erasers. Nowadays we use markers and erasers. Ooh. Super futuristic shit there, man.
Advancement of science.
Although it smells incredibly horrible. Chalk definitely smells better.
Yeah, but chalk hard to clean up.
I really don't trust this asshole. I get the strange feeling that he's gonna cause the entire classroom to fuck up.
She seemed just fine a moment ago.
The music doesn't exactly help either, at least what very faint music I'm hearing at the moment. It's not going to be faint for you guys watching the video, because it's just faint for us, because we need to make sure it doesn't pick up on the mic. Shit, we actually have to do work? No! Nice pose, man. Does everyone have a unique pose?
Maybe.
That actually reminds me, I like how in...
That was hard, especially in more, huh?
I like how in the Ranger I like how in the Ranger series it's apparently a job requirement to have a special pose for whenever you complete a mission. Oh, great.
We will now announce the real goal of our plan: to control the net. Okay? Don't know how. It's just basically Silhouette just talking about their life goals, and it's like, how is this supposed to be a mind control program? And it's like, okay.
Well, apparently after this it actually starts playing a mind control program, but I don't know how it affects anyone because they could just grab one of those textbooks over there, throw it at the blackboard, and completely ruin their shit. It's like, you don't need to jack into the internet to stop this, you can just physically break it.
Maybe it's very sturdy shit.
I doubt it would be able to stand up to a textbook. Because those things are heavy.
Maybe textbooks got flimsy over the years.
Oh, that would suck.
Yeah, the advancement of science made textbooks very light.
It's like, god damn it, now we can't use the textbooks to break this shit. So now everyone else is just kind of freaking out. Well, Lan, for some reason, is the only one not affected by this, apparently. At least according to some of the text later on.
That's because Lan's the only one who gets the fuck out of this room.
True, but at the same time, you could just... What? Wait a minute. In that case, why can't everyone else just follow Lan?
I don't get it either.
Pick up the book and throw it, you idiot.
I think I was just walking by I was like going, I'm on, I gotta get out of here! Open up the windows! And then I tried to
pick up a book and break the damn thing.
I talked to the textbooks. They didn't do anything. I just looked at them and that was it.
I was talking about Land. It's like, for Pete's sake, those things are the heaviest things in the fucking universe when it comes to school. Pick one up and throw it at the blackboard.
What if he did that and it just bounced right off? Ding!
Well then, pick up the fat dude. I can't remember his name.
Dex.
Pick up Dex and throw him.
I'm just running around like a dumbass. This makes a lot more sense. We were actually, commentating if we didn't lose our commentary. And it's done.
Anyway, we have been the Insane Duo on the next part of Let's Play Mega Man Battle Network 1. We shall be trying to fix this weird World 3 plan for creating child soldiers. Yay! Child slavery in a kid's game. Anyway.
Be glad Writing's not here.
Anyway, we shall see you then. Bye-bye.